I am constantly amazed by the kind of quality and unique tactics that you guys send in for me to review. That's right, it is episode 3 of Flipz Rates Tactics, people's man. It's been a while, I know, but I'm back. I don't know if this will be the last one because I haven't had any submissions from the last episode, but if you guys want to know how to submit your own, I have the instructions right now. Move on to my Discord. If you guys want to join my Discord, the link is in my YouTube bio. As you can see, this big message right here. As I've said, send in your custom tactics, your own ones, guys. Only the tactics you guys have made solely by yourselves. PC only from FM24. Could be FM23 maybe, because obviously I can still import tactics from there. One thing I would really recommend, guys, is to include the tactic file and the save file. That's what I need. Pretty simple, pretty simple, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what you gotta do for me to rate your tactics. Last time out, I rated Zim's perfect 4-3-3. Make sure you follow the steps so you can be included in other future episodes. If you guys are not aware, I also stream on Twitch most weekdays. Make sure to come through to my Twitch, twitch.tv/totalflips. I have everything in the description down below. TikToks, I've been making TikToks. I've been trying to branch out the other things as well. So I appreciate all the support on there. And we are hoping to reach 1K subscribers on YouTube before the end of the first quarter of this year, people's man. So I really appreciate the support. It was a long way. And yeah, man, it means a lot. Big love, bro. No long thing, we're here. My amazing mod has kindly simmed about 1 season with 4 teams with this tactic. This tactic, I'm not gonna roll where it is yet. Obviously, you wanna go through the results, see the fixtures, see what's been achieved. It's a shame that this person hasn't submitted in their own save file, but for future episodes, I am not reviewing a tactic if there's no save file. I'm sorry, man. I need to see what you guys are doing with the tactic. So, as I mentioned at the start, please send in the save file and the tactic. So he's tested it out with Liverpool, PSG, Inter Milan, and FC Andorra, people's man. Shout out to my mod, ManLikeClekz. If you guys don't know about him, he also has his own page where he makes content on TikTok. And he has started streaming as well, so make sure you guys go hit him up with a follow. And if you guys are in need of a thumbnail guy, make sure to hit up my guy. This guy's been going crazy for me ever since last summer, so make sure you guys go hit up my thumbnail artist, Zach, as well. I have his Twitter in the description down below, people's man. Just have a look at what he's produced for me. We're gonna start off with Liverpool. Pretty crazy. They finished 4th in the league. I can see Darwin Núñez and Mohamed Salah scoring the most goals. If we go to all competitions, we can see they were knocked out in the Europa League by AS Roma semi-finals. They won the FA Cup and they picked up the Carabao Cup. So the tactic is doing good. But now, that's all we can see for now. They picked up European spot as well. That's not too bad. Surprising, Brentford's qualified for Europe along with Villa again. Somehow Tottenham coming in 3rd. Fair enough. And United, something different. Manchester United winning the league. So yeah, it is crazy. It's crazy. But as you guys can see, the top performers in the team were Darwin Núñez and Mohamed Salah. They're killing it. Dominic Szoboszlai with the highest average rating. Luis Diaz with the most assists. Best pass completion is Virgil van Dijk. Big Verge. Gotta love him. That's general. Elite centre back.
We cannot replace him.
Simply.
We cannot.
So in terms of fixtures, did pretty well. Started the season off with a win against Newcastle. Picked up a loss against United. A couple losses there in October. Flipping flawless month of November. Just winning every single game. Not too bad. Same with December. Despite a 0-0 draw to City. Couple of losses there. 3 losses there. Loss against Arsenal. I'm happy about that one. At Anfield too. Boy, I'm happy. Fulham, Brentford, Everton losses. I think probably the first legs what might have just knocked them off. I mean, it's honest with myself. 3-1 loss away to Roma. They tried to put it back, but it just wasn't enough at Anfield, man. 6-4 loss at Stamford Bridge is insane, man. And then they end of the season with a 2-1 win against Man City at home. Also picking up a win against Man City in the FA Cup, and they beat Bristol City. Surprisingly, Bristol made it all the way to the final. 38 matches played, 81 goals scored, second best in the league. If only they scored more, maybe they could have pushed up to maybe third. Probably could have pushed for a title race with City and United. Who knows? Who knows? 50 goals conceded. Not too good for Liverpool standards. That's one thing I will say. Bonjour, comment ça va? We are here in France. Kylian Mbappe just demolished the whole league. 38 goals, highest average rating. Marco Asensio with most assists. Best pass completion comes in with Gianluigi Donnarumma. I mean, it's PSG, Liga. They finished top of the league, 88 points. Nice, Marseille, and Monaco finishing off that second, third, and fourth. 92 goals, most amount of goals scored in the league. 18 goals conceded. Just, yeah. Well, there's nothing more I could say. In other competitions, they were knocked out by Real Madrid in the round of 16s. Not that great. Not that great. So compared to Liverpool, who did a double, domestic double, PSG were able to complete a treble, a domestic treble, which is nice to see. They picked up Ligue 1, Uber Eats, Coupe de France, and Trophy des Champions. I'm impressed. I mean, am I really impressed? I'm really not. It's PSG. It's a standard for them. In terms of the schedule, let's have a look and see anything different compared to Liverpool. So one loss against Marseille over here, and then they lost to Montpellier. As you can see, they were blown out. Yes, blown out by Real Madrid away from home, which is the reason why they didn't make it past, unfortunately. Inter Milan, buongiorno. I think that means good morning. They finished second, 2 points below their rivals AC Milan. Lautaro Martinez also with a goal fest, goal glut. He's hungry for goals. He's hungry for goals. 25 goals in 30 appearances in Serie A. Another one you could probably say he is a perfect striker. 86 goals, the most amount of goals scored in Serie A. Shame they weren't able to do it and actually win the league. 39 goals conceded. Probably the factor which stopped them from winning the league compared to AC Milan. It's strange, you know. Torino sitting in third. That's one thing I've noticed. Juventus sitting eighth. Not surprised they're washed nowadays. They're washed. Schedule. We can check and see. So start season they won. Month September they lost 2 games. When it came to November they lost again the league. Against Sassuolo, picking up a win against them. Bologna, Torino, yeah, it just went downhill in May. Just like they gassed out. Oh my, they even made the Champions League final and they got blown out 5-2. So they were able to go back to back. Last year they were playing against City and they faced Real Madrid at Wembley and they got blown out 5-2. They even bottled it. Oh my day. That's just crazy. So as you guys can see, wow, a season of runner-ups for them. I can't lie, if I was the gaffer, my head would be fuming. But you can see the potential in the tactic, guys, is working out. They could have done a quadruple this season. It's a shame they didn't, but they really could have done a quadruple this season. Runners-up in the Coppa Italia and runners-up in the Supercoppa Italiana, runners-up in the UCL and runners-up in Serie A. Bro, this simulation is immense. 5-2 in the UCL final is a criminal offense. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's nasty works, man. Nasty works, guys. But aye, FC Andorra, hola, ¿cómo estás? They finished 18th. I guess we can get the notion where this tactic is probably for the heavy hitters, the top elite clubs, possibly for the teams that are sitting within mid-table, but for the teams that are with the likes of FC Andorra in La Liga Segunda Division, it's not it. I don't know. Maybe some tweaks could be made, possibly increasing the quality of the players in the team. Who knows? But it just wasn't it for them. We have moved back to England now. We're here in Liverpool, and I think it's time to show the tactic. But before I do, peoples, man, if you guys are liking this video, make sure to drop a like on this video right now. It really helps me and the algorithms. If you guys know what that means, it just puts me out onto the platform of YouTube, so more people can see my videos. Here we are. The tactic the tactic. So the individual who sent me this tactic, his name will be on the screen, Discord profile most likely. His tactic is a 4-2-4 asymmetric. I am loving the look of it, man. I'm loving the look of it. One thing that really surprises me, the fact that he hasn't gone for the typical approach to use defensive midfielders within this midfield pivot. I like it. It's quite bold, quite brave. It's quite brave. So as far as I can see, a super keeper on support, wing back on the right on support. On the left hand side, he has an inverted fullback, 2 ball playing defenders for the central defenders. The DLP is sitting on defense with a pivot of advanced playmaker sitting on support. How that's working out, that's immense. It's immense. The wingers, we have a winger on the left on attack, and on the right we have an inside forward on attack. The cam is a shadow striker with pairing up with the advanced forward in Darwin Núñez. I could just see how lethal this tactic is. In terms of custom player instructions, nothing with the keeper. The wing back on the right has tackle harder. The left back has tackle harder. Both ball playing defenders have shoot less often. Thiago, the advanced playmaker, has dribble more. Harvey Elliott has nothing. Szoboszlai, the shadow striker, has roam from position. Mo Salah has nothing. Luis Diaz has nothing. And finally, Darwin Núñez has pass it shorter, roam from position, and tackle harder. I'm liking the mix of custom playing instructions. It's my kind of vibe. I'm liking it. This guy is in my good books, you know. He might be a high score. I'm not gonna glaze too much though. Positive mentality, in possession, shorter passing, higher tempo, fairly wide, pass into space, play out defense, focus play down the left and the right, overlap on the left and the right, working the ball into the box, and that's what I can see for in possession, peoples. In transition, we got take, short, kicks. Obviously, just moving it to the whole back line, being the fullbacks and the centre backs, counter press and counter. And for our possession, we have a higher defensive line, high press line of engagement, much more trigger press, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and get stuck in. Like, it's my kind of vibe. Like, I'm really liking it, man. So the fellow who made this tactic, I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed. You can see the way how it's working, all the green links. It's a shame they could have won the league, bro. Maybe if they brought in a couple more signings, maybe they could have, but boy, this is my kind of asymmetric tactic, man. If you guys have seen one of my videos on my page, you know I cooked up a insane box midfield tactic with Arsenal. I'll have the thumbnail on the screen somewhere. You guys can even go download it on FM Scout and on the YouTube video itself. In terms of any changes for it, honestly, no. But one change I would always have, I know it's Liverpool, probably the reason why FC Andorra couldn't hack the full intensity of it is probably drop this down to a standard defensive line. That's the only thing I would change, personally. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, man. We are here for the Flipz rates, tactics, decision. If you guys are familiar with the past 2 episodes, you know we base it off 5 factors. So we have overall effectiveness, tactical philosophy, adaptability, player performance, and last but not least, results and achievements. So overall effectiveness, guys, if I look at my scoring system on my other screen, personally, 5 out of 5 for me. 5 out of 5 for me. I'll be so real. Tactical philosophy, I mean, there's no need for me to explain it. Just it works out. It works out for the top teams. Probably if I wanted to sim it with the teams like, say, like Nottingham Forest maybe, who knows what could happen, but I think it works out. The way how it is working, I think it works out. Tactical philosophy, guys. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I don't want to glaze too much, but I think a 4 out of 5 makes sense. It does need some minor tweaks. That's what I would use, because some of the teams, some of like middle tick, some of the average rated teams wouldn't be able to play out this tactic. That's one thing I will say. Adaptability can be adaptable, but I don't think it's highly adaptable at that kind of level. I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Respectfully, generally adaptable, but it may struggle in specific scenarios. That's one thing I will say about this tactic. Player performance, boy, players were performing. That's one thing I will say. Players were performing exceptionally, consistently. They were great. So personally, I think I want to give it a 4. I'll give it a 5. The players were performing. There was no team apart from FC Andorra. The players were still performing in that team. They still stayed up. That's one thing I will say. I'll give it a 5 out of 5 for the players performing. They did pretty well. I'll give a hand to them. Last but not least, the results and achievements. If it wasn't for Inter Milan picking up a quadruple of runners-up medals, I give it a 5 out of 5. But in this instance, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. If you gave me your own save file, maybe if I saw what you did, maybe we can base it off that. But like I said, in future, I want to base it off you guys' save files. It just makes more sense. I'm rating your saves in a way and your tactics, but mainly it's tactics, guys. If you guys can do maths, I can't do maths. His final score comes up to a total of 22 out of 25. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this might be higher than Zim's one. Obviously, Zim's one, that one was a bit biased, just the fact that we had to do our own simulations. I didn't ask him for the save file and whatnot. I should have, because I know the guy. I should have, but I think he might be the highest so far. So if you guys want to trump this fellow right here and his 4-2-4 asymmetric tactic, send through your tactics, guys. That's all you gotta do, man. Just Discord. That's all I'm gonna say. Discord. In terms of my rank of recommendation, I forgot to do this for the previous episode. I apologize. But for this one, I say highly recommend. Definitely. This tactic, you can probably adapt it to your team as well. If you're playing a lower league save, non-league, going off something different, definitely you can adapt it and make it your own. So I'd highly recommend this tactic, guys. It's in my Discord if you guys are interested within using this tactic for yourselves, and I'll have the link of the tactic in the description of the video. I really appreciate everybody on the support for this video, all the past ones. I want to keep pumping these out. Thank you if you stayed to the end of the video, peoples, man. I've been Total Flipz, and I'll catch you guys in the